For several decades, the Belfast area has developed a well-deserved reputation for creativity and the arts. What or who were the people who sparked this creative spirit? There are many, but take a look in the crowd, and one face stands out. The deserving recipient of this year's Citizen of the Year, Mary Weaver. Mary and her college sweetheart Fritz moved to Troy from New York City back in 1970, when the first wave of young back-to-the-landers made their appearance in Waldo County. She became a member of a small team that created FARMSTEAD magazine, a publication aimed at those new homesteaders.
Thank you, Mary, for being part of FARMSTEAD magazine's success and growth. When you started in 1974, you began as our Gal Friday. You worked your way up into the positions of marketing director, operations manager, and finally, assistant publisher. You know, we started this publication on the kitchen table with no subscribers or readers, and you helped us grow this to a 200,000 subscription base. Mary, I haven't adequately thanked you for all your help, and I want to do that now. Thank you, Mary, and best of luck to you in the future.
It was in 1981 when Mary moved to Belfast. That's where her creative spirit blossomed.
Well, Mary hosted a series of really great parties that were called the Feast of Venus. Actually met my wife there. And, but more than that, she did these productions that would be on Main Street or in City Park or down on the waterfront that were just these wild things with fireworks and ghosts and people on stilts and rowboats coming in. And Belfast, the city of Belfast, the people of Belfast were so welcoming of it. It was zany, it was crazy, but it brought life into Belfast. And she embraced Belfast, and Belfast embraced Mary.
She has been in my life for decades, since I came here, and the first thing I remember about Mary is her garage and her house on High Street, which were filled with art and projects and kids coming in and out. And then she went on and she formed a theater group, and she gave me the idea, because of the great diversity in her house and with the art and the kids, and that she gave me the idea that this is a place I could be and be happy.
I moved here in 1983, and there was no theater except for Mary. Mary, you helped create an environment where the maskers could thrive, and now we have a very vibrant artistic community here, and I think a lot of that is because of you.
Long ago, somebody said a really wise thing, which is, where the artists go, the realtors follow. And Mary Weaver was one of the first, seminal artists to make Belfast her home and to make creating art in Belfast a priority that really set the roadmap for where we were going to go embracing the arts in Belfast.
I think Mary, in her own quiet way, just gets people excited about doing creative things. When I think of her doing her myth weaver kind of happenings down in the park, and then she had the whole Mirror Rep come, and they did, I don't know, for 4 or 5 years they were coming and performing here, and then trying to get the Opera House going. That was a big push, and people really wanted that to happen. And then she would have these wild Venus parties. It just, everybody had a great time and looked forward to it. And, she would just have this idea, and somehow people would gravitate toward her and end up creating these amazing happenings.
My own kids were involved with Mary and the Playhouse from the time we first got here. Some of the fondest memories were of our kids being part of the Church Street Festival Parade, and we'd be at your house decorating the bikes, and then those kids were so proud coming up Main Street. It was just awesome.
Well, I've been doing children's theater in the area for a long time, and so when I heard about Mary and her theater, I went and checked it out, and I was just astounded by the great work she did with the kids. Just, you would see their little faces light up, and it was magic for them to be in those amazing costumes, and their performance just came to life. And just in that little playhouse, it was just this magical space for kids. And I think she's given so much to just generations of kids in this area. It's fantastic.
It is really hard to nail down a creative force like Mary. She's done productions, plays, parades, musical events, things that took place all over town. She's been a firecracker of a human being on roller skates, and she's just brought so much to the arts. Belfast is famous for being an artistic community, and Mary is sort of one of the queens of that. She's been a fundamental foundation of the arts community from beginning to right here.